Good morning, everyone. The reality of my days. We already don't live an aesthetic life, but this is even more non-aesthetic because I'm gonna leave the house in 5 minutes to go to the gym so that I can get back home and have enough time to get ready, have breakfast before work. This is me rushing to find an outfit because I don't plan my outfits ahead of time, which I should. It's kind of cold out, so I'm feeling sweatpants.
Today we're talking about making time for things that matter to you most, / maintaining a balanced lifestyle. When you think about the list of things you need to do in your everyday life, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, like going to the gym, going to work, working on your business, taking care of your kids, your pets, making food, putting in time for extracurriculars, friends, family, relationships, events. If we got into the specifics of, let's just say for example, for working out, going to the gym, remembering to eat enough protein, stretch, warm up, progressive overload, get your 10K steps in daily, try not to overwork yourself, but also make sure you're working hard enough. The pressures of social media on like having, I don't know, big enough muscles, being too thin, being too big, being this and this and that. That's a lot to worry about. Taking those things into consideration, I need to start doing this more, but reminding myself of what a privilege it is to have those struggles and what a privilege it is to be able to do these certain things that others may not have the opportunity to, may not be able to for different reasons. I got to wake up today healthy. I got to wake up safely in my home, drive my car here to the gym, move my body, for the most part pain-free because right now my knee is hurting, but you know, things could be way worse. And it's not like good to think like that all the time, but just taking a moment each day to have gratitude for the little things in life that you may take for granted is really important, and I should be doing it more. There's this post I saw that's like, do it tired, do it happy, do it sad, do it regardless of your feelings, because feelings are temporary. I think in the first episode of this series, I was talking about how in that moment I was fortunate enough to not have like a specific schedule to follow and to work from home and all that kind of stuff, but I'm currently in a season where I do have certain hours of the week that I have scheduled to work essentially, and it's a season that I prayed for and I'm very thankful for. The experiences that I've experienced in the past, let's say like 5 years, I'm just like, anything is better than nothing. I think with all these minor things that we have to quote unquote worry about, like I already have my set routines, but I think with maintaining a balanced life, now I really have to have some more routines set in. I think it's important because when you have your gym routine, your morning routine, your work routine, your night routine, you don't really have to think about it too much. You don't want to just be going through the motions in life. You want to actually enjoy what you're doing. But when you have these certain steps that you know you do every single day, you don't really have to think about it that hard, and then you can make time to add in other things into your schedule, other things into your week, or just knowing like once or twice a month I have this commitment, or every week I have this commitment. I think this was like 5 or 6 years ago. I bought this huge calendar from Staples. On one side it has 1 month, and then the other side it has 2 months. I've only ever used the 2 months because it's just like perfect to see it right in front of me every day. I plan 2 months in advance when I know I have things that are already scheduled to just write it in, because I know that's going to be the day that it's going to be there. I also have my phone calendar, which I also put those things into. I put like, remind me 2 hours ahead, remind me an hour ahead. Then I also have my actual reminders app. I put more things in. And then I also I also do daily to-do lists, sometimes on a little piece of paper, and I just check those things off my list so I can see everything. I'm reminded of these things. You don't have to follow that. You just kind of have to find what system works best for you so you don't forget to do things and you show up on time. Something I've taken away and learned from the book The Power of One More that I was reading and I finally finished reading was maximizing how many days you have in a week. Typically, you'd have 7 days. The author, Ed Milet, separates his one day into 3 different days. He has day 1 from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., day 2 from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., and day 3, 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. You do what works for you, whether you're waking up at 6 a.m. and then laying your head on the pillow at 12 a.m. I don't know. That's helped me to really maximize my days and in the morning, seeing how much stuff I can get done. Then when that 12 p.m. clock hits, I'm like, okay, next bunch. Then the next bunch of things. That I think really helps to combat those lazy days, those couch days where you're not really doing much and you haven't really gotten much done. And with this system, it's like if you decide you're just rotting on the couch and at 2 p.m. you're like, you know what, it's time to get up now and get going. You use those time periods. Okay, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., how much can I get done? You get that book of things done, boom. 1 day done. Then you do 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. or however long. How much can you get done in that time frame? And then at least in that way, even though you wasted half a day, hey, if you've maximized the 2 other thirds of the day, maybe then it doesn't fully matter that you didn't maximize the first third of the day. And some final points. While you may need to plan months ahead to reach your goals and to set those standards and to find that balance in your life, you can't just travel and poof, you arrive in the future. You have to live every single day until that point in the future. So of course that means we really do need to take it 1 day at a time. You can't just skip a day. You can't just fast forward. We're living each and every single day. One more day. Today, tomorrow, the next day, up until that point. So a verse that I seen was Matthew, I have it down here on my notes, Matthew 6:34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble. The way that I see it, and then in another translation, is don't worry about tomorrow, because we're not there yet. Today's trouble is enough for today. Therefore, only worry about today's troubles, because that's where we are right now. In this moment is today, not tomorrow, not the next day. Today is when we are living today. So, although you may need to plan ahead for things, have your 5-year plan, have your 10-year plan, we are not there yet. So have your plan in place. You can't rush through weeks and months. We're living each day as its own. We cannot time travel. So it's like making time for things that matter and maintaining a balanced lifestyle. Figure out what that looks for you. Plan ahead, but live for right now, not in the past, not in the future, because the future is not promised. I'm saying this, but I, of course, need to apply it to myself each and every day. A reminder that, live each day to the fullest. Give it your all. Have fun doing it, because once the day is over, you can't get it back. It's in the past. It's my little treadmill talk. I kind of like these cardio talk sessions. Last week I did it on the Stairmaster. Today on the treadmill. My knee was bugging me, so treadmill it is. 45 minutes we're doing, and starting to build up a sweat. So I take this thing off.